Hello, everyone. Welcome to Oakland Creates Art Makers series. Today we have Adrian Scott, or do you go by Age or
Adrian is my legal, the name my mom gave
government
me.
name?
Age is my artist name. So yeah, you
So
call me
Age
Adrian from the
Art,
yeah,
yeah,
Age
wonderful.
Art. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
wonderful cartoonist, comic book maker, and you're a teacher too. You teach comics, right?
yes, I do.
So educator, illustrator, great all-around artist. So I'm gonna share my screen and ask Age to just talk a little bit about himself. I'll put the bio up. Can you see the slideshow? Should be, yeah.
Yes, it's loaded. Oh, that's cool. Yes, I see it. Thank you.
Sweet. So just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, all right. So hey guys, my name is Adrian H. Scott. I'm a Bay Area cartoonist. And I would like to say just an artist in total. I'm the creator of the first and longest running hip hop comic book, Juan and Phil, the Hip Hop Heroes. And I got other titles under my name. I'm more known for Juan and Phil, Superhood, which is like an urbanized X-Men. Um, I've done a couple of children's book, the Mr. G book, talking about the Gollywog. And I'm also a podcaster. My podcast is The Ages Podcast. Please check it out on YouTube. And I also
I'll
make
put a
beats.
link. I'll put a link in the description so people
Thank
can
you,
check
thank you.
out your podcast.
Thank you. So yeah, and I also make beats. I edit, I make beats and I record friends, and I actually rap and make music myself. My artist name is on H Scott. Please check it out. Record friends, make beats for friends, record them singing and rapping.
Nice.
Video maker, video editor.
So all around Renaissance man.
Yeah, like a visionary. I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, but if we're here to do that, yeah, I'm like a
Go ahead,
visionary.
toot your own horn. That's what you're here for. Pat yourself on the back.
Yes, I'm a toot my own. Yeah,
So
I'm a visionary.
tell us about Superhood because I used to see it a lot and I haven't seen it lately. What's going on with Superhood?
Superhood on my arm. Yeah, so Superhood. If X-Men is about kids that go to school for their powers, what about kids who have powers and didn't get a chance to go to school for them?
Okay,
So
dope.
it's really and thank you, Amy, for even asking me about this. Give me your address and I'll mail you all the books. I'll give you a dope package for this. Thank you.
Nice. So the
Um,
dolls,
yeah.
is this the new thing? Are you collecting them? They look like
Yes,
vintage.
yes. Okay, so the Gollywog dolls, that's from my Mr. G book. And if you notice the Gollywog dolls, those are authentic slave dolls, like from
Yeah.
the day. And these inspired me to do my newest book, Mr. G, The Return of the Gollywog. I'll give you a copy of that. It talks about how that character, the black face with the big lips and the big eyes,
Right.
how that's kind of like in our psyche, it's a demeaning for character, but it's so powerful. It's nothing. There's nothing demeaning about it. It's such a powerful character. And I'll like I said, I'll give you a copy of the book. And then also the Shady Squirrel, that is me just trying to get back onto the I don't know, character thing. Like I've been drawing One and Phil, and Shady Squirrel has been a character I always wanted to do something with. So kind of just broke down and did it.
Nice. So
Thank
let's
you.
jump into the interview questions. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so we can see your beautiful face. So, where did you grow up?
So born and raised in the Bay Area, Oakland, California.
Oakland. Nice.
Stand up.
Wow, wow, wow. I did not know that about you.
Yeah, Bay Area. All right, so born and raised in the Bay, Oakland, but I've stomped from Sacramento to San Jose. Like I'm Bay Area. Like so.
What
Uh,
high school?
I went to St. Anthony's from first to eighth, and then St. Liz, and then Oakland Tech. I graduated from Oakland Tech.
Huh. Yeah, my cousin went to Oakland Tech. You might know him. I'm scared to say his name.
Man, you'd be surprised. It's funny. funniest thing about this art thing and growing up how we did, because before, when I was a teen, if there was no internet, you had to be outside,
Right.
and I was seriously outside, like super
So
outside.
was he, is that's what I'm saying? He was a holy terror. So you probably know him. We'll chat off.
Probably not. We'll chat
We'll
offline. Yeah,
chat.
shout out to your
So
cousin.
was there something that happened like in your early childhood or even your early beginnings as an artist that really inspired you to start making art where you got that little push of inspiration? Was there one incident that happened that made you say, "Hey, I can make art. I'm good at this."
Okay, so it's a couple pivotal things. Like as a kid, I was a comic book reader. I think we all were or are. So, you picking up comics, you just drawing the stuff you see.
Right.
So shout out to Stanley, shout out to DC Comics. That's one. Second, um, hip hop was in its infancy. And as a kid, I just thought that was so cool. You could change your name and make anything your name. And
Yeah.
as long as you were dope, you could create a whole new persona. Like, and me watching, but I was a big kid, like for my size. So I was kind of slew footed and like, but big. But I also saw like names like Karis One and Biz Markie and like these Big Daddy Kane, like Rakim, like they had whole names, but they chose to change their name. And then from today on, call me Karis One. And I just practice,
Yeah.
get good at it, and not so me seeing these great men become legends in them. I said I could do that. So
Right. Right.
I always was going, I established the nickname Age by third grade because I noticed in school, there was always like a girl named Adrian, and I was
Mhm.
Adrian too. So I told the teachers, you call her Adrian, you call me Age.
Nice.
That's where the age came from. And then it kind of stuck because I was also the neighborhood graffiti writer.
I was
So I
just
was
gonna
writing
ask
age
you
all
about
over the
that.
place.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like hardcore. Like I was like maybe one of the first 12 in my region to like hardcore writing tags and putting up pieces and stealing cans of paint and running
Right.
down the street with. I was that kid putting
Yeah.
up mad tags. So, but it all came with the price of being dope.
Yeah.
So
Did you
hip
ever
hop taught
join?
me. I'm sorry.
Did you ever join a crew?
I mean, I did. I mean, I knew like, yeah, I think I did. Like I was rolling with all these dope cats. It was just like, honestly, the dopest thing about being a dope artist in the Bay is knowing the dope artists in the Bay.
Yeah.
Like so, and then the third thing that happened to me as a kid was when Maury Turner came to my school at third grade, the creator of Reap House. And he came to my school. I shook his hand, and I seen this great man talk about his art. And I was just like, oh man, I could do this. So between hip hop, Maury Turner, and comic books,
Yeah, Maury Turner's the truth. Like,
the
he actually
truth.
a good friend of my cousin, and he would come over to my cousin's house and just sit there and draw off the top of his head, and just that's really the inspiration for me. Like, besides my brothers, because all my brothers did comics, they had their own little comic books they created. But seeing Maury Turner, like you said, great guy with a syndicated comic, like one of the few black guys with a nationally syndicated comic in the paper. Man, that was just mind-boggling. So
Yeah.
Maury, and he was so friendly and generous, and would
So
just talk to you about art and everything.
such a good man. And you know what? The fact we're even speaking about him now, thank you for this moment because you're giving me chills. Like Maury Turner is the man. So
Yeah,
shout out to Maury Turner. And yeah, Maury Turner is one of my artistic fathers.
hero for sure, hero.
Seriously.
Yeah, he didn't mind
Thank you
coming.
for
Like you
this.
said, coming to the school, and he talked to us too at the library when I was really like 11 or 12. Like
Yeah,
he was just in the community, was didn't have his nose in there. Dope dude, dope dude.
dope
So,
dude.
if you could give an uplifting message to a young artist just starting out, what would you tell them?
Um,
or even a message
So,
you to be
okay,
yourself as a young person? What would you
I'll
say?
say this, man. Like we say it, you hear it all the time, but I'm living proof that hang on to your dreams. Now, hanging on to your dreams don't mean you're gonna get automatically paid and like all this fame and fortune, but if you hang on to your dreams, it gives you a certain type of fulfillment
Sure.
that it's that's what life's about. It may not always be about money and whatnot, but
Yeah.
it's a spiritual fulfillment.
For sure. So you've talked about doing hip hop, rapping, and making beats, and doing graffiti, and like I said, you're an awesome artist. Is there one other type of creative endeavor that you wanted to try, but maybe you were too intimidated, or just that was out of your reach? Like whether it's photography or dance or acting, or is there something else creatively that you wanted to try, or
Well,
just
I'm dipping and dabbling in animation. Like, I'm okay at it. I'm trying to get better, but I would like to get into animation and get more like on my YouTube channel. If you go to my YouTube channel, The Age Page, all three words, The Age Page, I
Mhm.
have some okay animation, and I'm trying to get better at it. But honestly, um me being the type of artist that I am, when I see good art, it inspires me to make good art. So when I was watching Sinners for like the fourth time, I'm like, I want to make a movie. Like watching movies is just like, oh, I gotta do it.
Man,
I got.
you're the second person that said that. Like all three of us should get together and do it. Like I was interviewing Kane Lynch, and his book he just put out a graphic novel. That it's titled Real Time, but it's spelled REEL, Real Time. And he was like, "Yeah, come down to San Luis Obispo. Let's make a short film. Like we should literally do that. Like all three of us. I know we could pull it off."
Oh man, it's super. I mean, and then like honestly, for me knowing the artists I know from the Bay, I mean, the channels are there. We have streaming channels. You can get a Tubi check.
Tubi,
Honestly, the tech is here
yeah,
where our parents didn't have it. Our parents didn't never had this type of tech we have
access,
now.
right?
You can make your own movie at home. You can work on your book. You can make your albums. Like our parents didn't have this. So now that we're here, I'm trying to utilize it
For sure.
and
And
just,
Oakland is like you said,
what's up?
Oakland has a lot of people that are famous, quote unquote, and they're hella down to like help you out. Like that's what I love about the Bay is like people are down to earth. Like they're not they don't gatekeep in that way. Well, some. I'll take
Something.
that back. Some folks don't gatekeep.
But you have to just get out here and this is part of the game. But honestly, part of the game is shaking hands and meeting people. That's another thing I would tell people like don't get complacent behind your computer screen.
Right.
Get out there, shake hands, and make a new friend, make a new connect.
And speaking of that, being like off to ourselves, is there one thing during the pandemic that you think during lockdown that maybe as a society or even as yourself that we started doing that we should continue to do, even though the pandemic is quote unquote over?
Um, I think people, at least for me, that solitude away from people made me have to get into my own mind, get into my space, like take care of myself. And I know that the strong will survive. So you have to like get yourself. I also feel like art isn't just creating art. Like you can make all the dope art, but if you don't take care of yourself, you're
Right.
never good out there and show it to people. So taking care of yourself is the art.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, um,
I feel like people started really addressing their mental health issues and acknowledging
to
it and
help.
not being ashamed to talk about it. I think that's one great thing is like kind of some of the stigma went away from talking about it.
Oh yes, and it's empowering to be able to talk about it. I Even when I do my podcast, Ages podcast, I put the mic in like random places and talk to people. And some people are open to it, some people aren't. But I mean, it's empowering. It keeps yourself, it's like mental strength, keeping
Mhm.
yourself mentally strong. I don't, I try not to doom scroll on the internet.
Right.
I'm starting to wean off of it. Like when, like, mind you, on my comic book, see, like I haven't even done like a book in a long time, but I've done over like 60 books,
Right.
right? And um doing a book, I throw my phone over there. Like I get my like I don't look at my phone. I'll go for hours with my phone just over there because I'd rather stay focused on my craft than
Right.
doom scroll.
Yeah, that's one cool thing I found too, to be honest, about recording myself using my phone as a recording device. I can't play on it because it's recording. So I'm like 4 or 5 hours straight, not on my phone. It's such a nice getaway, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
So one question is if you could set up your like perfect dream ideal studio situation, what would that look like? No, no holds barred.
Oh boy, dreams. Um, man, a warehouse with a lot of space, all my tech, um, a shower, a bed.
Nice.
You know I'm gonna get this too. You see, I already got you're like if you help me envision it. And
Put that in the universe, all that
yeah,
good
put in
vibes
the
in the
universe,
universe.
age on it, age on it. And do it with the grace of the Lord, like do it with some class and not like having to do it shady. Just do it
Right.
like so I'm working on it. I'm constantly working and it's gonna flourish. I know it will.
Nice. So you want a place to live and work, basically.
Yes, yes, yes. And be able to create because you know I'm not I feel like I'm an artist. I'm definitely an artist, but I'm more like a tinkerer because
Mhm.
one day I want to do something, then the next I'll hey, let me edit a video. All right, let me paint a t-shirt or hey, let me learn how to
Okay.
crochet. Like I've tried to crochet before. I'm a tinkerer for real.
That's beautiful, actually. Man, I wish I had the, like you said, mind power to be able to do all those different things.
Well,
So,
like one thing about mind, when you say mind power, it's literally in your mind. So it's a matter of like if the great Lord wakes us up tomorrow morning for another day, you could just wake up and be like, today's the day. Like I'm gonna just do it. And I talk this good game, but like, hey, I'm trying to get better at it too. Like
right,
I'm not perfect, but I dragged myself to the gym today,
nice,
and I've been working on my drawing today. So it's just like chipping at it. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's like small increments.
for sure, for sure. So I often I hear people say, "Oh, the best gift that they have ever received," right? What do you think is the best gift that you've ever given to someone? And it doesn't have to be material.
Yeah. So as an artist, the dopest thing I've ever received is these little kids saying, "Hey, Mr. Scott, you inspired me to draw." Hey, Mr. Scott, da, 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 da. And the little shorties run up to me, and that's super cool. Like, like I hope to live a long, flourishing life, but if I were to be took like right now, I lived a fulfilling life.
So what do you think the best gift you've given is?
The best gift I've given was inspiration.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, inspiration is so like it's priceless, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and like you know what, Amy? Like I don't
Amy,
know how
it's
many.
Amy.
Amy,
Amy.
Amy, I'm sorry, but I got excited. When you talked about Moy Turner, that was crazy because he inspired me as a kid, and it's like not everybody even knows about Moy like that. So yeah,
Right.
thank you for that moment.
No, more like literally I get chills too because as a young kid, like you said, I was a kid and it's just you just a awe like it's like a aha moment. Like
Yeah.
because you like you said, we have these dreams and we think about it in these big terms and then you see someone doing it. They're literally doing it.
And I feel that our problem in the hood, no matter what hood you're at, we of color, we don't see a lot of people striving for greatness. So we don't
Mm,
see ourselves as great. We only see like, basketball, sports or like
right.
some rappers or something like that. So we have so many people aspiring for that, but we have so many other things that we could aspire to be for. And hey, even just writing your books, and
Yeah,
not to say, I mean, a 24-page book with some cool pictures could be the next Dr. Seuss.
for sure. No, 100%. Now
Yeah,
that I agree. Like, just tell your story.
tell your story.
Tell your story. So, also, do you think? I know we talk about a lot of political things in our work, whether it's intentional or not, but do you think all art is political?
Um, I think political art is kind of it's kind of always there, but it's also an easy cop out too because political art is kind of not new.
Mm,
So, and then there's some great cartoonists that done it, and then there's some political cartoons like, what are you talking about? So, but hey, I'm just not the political guy. Like I try to stay away from politics and religion and sexuality. But then when I do hip hop comics, it's always a little bit of all that in there.
yeah,
So,
you can't help it, right? You
yeah,
can't.
you can't help it. I just, I'm not a Republican or Democrat. I'm, oh, God-fearing black man with jokes. So yeah,
Jokes.
yeah. That's another thing. Another thing I would like to do is tell stand up before I die.
I would come. I would pay to see that. I would
Yeah,
pay.
I'll be having jokes, bro.
If you're from Oakland or Bay Area, you got jokes. It's
Yeah,
just in you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's like, I mean, I love the fact I survived my first drive by.
Shush. Shut your mouth.
Come on. I mean, I'm
Oh,
certified, bro. Like, and when it's like when cats come out here and be like, yo, I'm from the Bay Area or that. I'll be, oh, for a year? How many drive-bys you survive, bro? You ever
yeah.
seen
See,
homies
this
get
funny.
clapped?
See, but I'm a certain age where we didn't even call it that. We just got on the ground. We wasn't calling it drive-bys yet. We just ducked on the ground. We just dipped to the ground, and they started calling it drive-bys
Clap.
later.
And maybe that also being from a generation before the internet where you had to go outside. And when you're outside, you see all this craziness.
Yeah,
But that being outside also prepared me for the game I'm in. Like it's you're gonna get a lot of no's in this game, but how can you take the no?
right. For
Like,
sure.
you crumble? Oh, I'm not gonna do this ever again. I
Right.
only got 3 likes on this post. I'm not gonna do it again.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like I'm cut from a different cloth.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. Our age group, what did we consider? What, Gen Z or
yes,
Gen X? We're
yes,
Gen X.
yeah,
Yeah, we are kind of the latchkey kids. We're kind of tough. We had to raise ourselves a little bit.
yeah.
So we were prepared early for this, early for the game.
Early, early.